Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's review video is going to focus on Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Now, as you can see, this is, I do believe, a deluxe class figure. And if I'm incorrect, let me know, please. And I do like what I see. No, I do have some issues with the lack of paint applications and whatnot, and I will touch upon that again. But I have seen, several reviews concerning this, like with, I believe, Prime versus Prime and Chefatron. I also saw some customizations done through Neolabs, where in addition to adding on some really great paint applications, he also went ahead and 3D printed some additional weapons. However, I tried to go ahead and jump in on this weapon set, and unfortunately, he retired the set, because he only does the add-on kits for just a short period of time, and it's very limited in number. So once they're gone, that's it. He doesn't do anymore, which kind of sucks, because I honestly was not expecting to get this right away. As a matter of fact, it was just by pure blind luck that that one of my friends on the on the Facebook, on one of the Facebook Transformers pages, that he put this out stating that he was selling this. I jumped at the chance. I told him, I asked him how much it was. He gave me the price, and it was pretty inexpensive, almost like retail. And I jumped at the chance. I picked him up, as of the time of this recording. I picked him up from my P.O. box, and there he is. Now, unfortunately, he did not come with the box, so which is why you don't see me reviewing the box itself. But nonetheless, there he is in all his glory. So give me a moment to go ahead and take a swig, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, thank you for waiting. I appreciate your patience. Now, here we have Optimus Prime here in all his glory. I want to bring him a little bit closer so you can take a look at his face sculpt. And I have to say, holy cow, that is a very awesome looking face sculpt. And here's the funny thing. Now, I'm going to turn him around, and from the looks of it, you can tell he's got the head is molded for light piping. Yet, as you can tell, he's got painted optics. It's cool, though. It's cool. Honestly, I think this works with the painted optics because it's a different shade of blue, and you can actually see them. And very, very nice. And as you can tell, as you see along the top of his chest, you see the shade screens here, painted silver. He also he's got some clear, transparent blue windows where you can see the inside of his chest, right there. And you see a lot of molded detail here. Now, I mean, that is some really awesome, some really awesome looking molding there. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out at this point. And here you have on his legs some good molded detail. Now, I think I mentioned this earlier, on one of the YouTubers that I watch a lot, NeoLab, did customize this particular figure, but in addition, he made figure as well as weapons upgrade. Now he went ahead and did this to where it makes his thighs more show accurate. Then he gave him the the weapon that pretty much emits, plus also 2 energon blades. Like I said before, unfortunately, by the time I contacted him to see whether or not they were still available, he had retired the set, so I lost out. But nonetheless, I am looking and hoping that Toy Hacks does bring out some label sets for this figure. But I don't know. We will see, because I may see if he may be interested in doing the customization for my figure, and I'll see how much he'll charge on that. But I mean, you see a lot of molded detail. The forearms are a lot different in this case, and of course you got this here, which will fold out later on. But holy cow, I mean, this is so awesome. And like this, you see some really good, like I said, some really great molded detail here. And of course he does have, this time around, not wheel butt, but wheel back waist. And of course you got this molded detail here. So I like the way it did turn out. This is such a good figure. And not to mention, the joints are, wow. They're not like uberly stiff, but they do have, it's a very tight, very tight articulation. So very, very nice. Speaking of articulation, let's go ahead and now the head is, I want to say, it's on a ball joint in a way, but unfortunately it does not look up, just turns, as you saw, 360. So it can turn left, right. His arms are on a I want to say they're on a mushroom peg, so you can turn 360. The arms can move out as well. They do have upper bicep rotation. This also tends to have independent movement here as well, and his arms can bend over 90 degrees, as you saw when you first took the shot. He does have wrist rotation. It is very tight, but it also folds in, and that is due to transformation, and you will see that momentarily. Now he does have 2 rotations, one around one at the waist, and as you can tell, he's got one on the upper chest. Now again, this upper chest motion is for transformation. This is right here. You can move the the waist, and it gives it a much more natural rotation. So if you wanted to go ahead and have just like so, like that, that is, wow. Go ahead and pan down just a bit. Right there. There you go. Very, very nice. So, but Now he can kick back, and can he do the Kung Fu stance? And yes, he does. He can do his Kung Fu kick. Oh yeah, very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So he can do the full Van Damme, as you saw. He can kick up around 90 degrees. He can kick back always so far. He is limited. He's got 90-degree bend right there. He does have upper thigh rotation. He can kick back, but again, this is due to transformation. He can kick forward, and he does have a nice, for those wide ankle stance. So it's like, yeah. And we'll just go ahead and get him. And he does have side skirts right there, which tend to stay up every so often, but you know what? It is all good. I'm going to go ahead and have him like that. So, yeah, right there. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. So, that is his articulation. Now, he does have, almost forgot, he does cut a ab crunch right there. I forgot about the ab crunch. And it locks in right there. So, it's a nice tight lock right there. I'm not foreseeing this to be loose anytime soon. So I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this figure. Now, what I may do, I may go ahead and try and pull out the Bumblebee Optimus Prime and do a comparison that way. But there he is. So give me a moment. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of shots, and I will be right back for and with his transformation. Now, one thing I did forget to mention before we go any further. He does come with one accessory, and that is his blaster. Now, it's a little bit different from the one we saw in the Bumblebee movie, but very much similar. So, very nice. I do like that molded detail. He does have that port there, if you can see it. Right there. And I'm not sure if it's Blush compatible, so again, I don't have any Blushes on me. So, I need to try and find some. But again, that's what I wanted to update on. All right, thank you for waiting, folks. So here I went ahead and, in preparation of transformation, I went ahead and removed his weapon. So now what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and start the process of transformation. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this section here and untab it, and it's held by a little tab right there into that port, and we're just going to leave it alone for now. I'm going to do the same on the other arm, and like I mentioned earlier, right now everything is tight on this figure. Now, as you saw, I went ahead and folded the hands in like so, and again, this will be for transformation. Now, at this point, we are going to go ahead and open up the wheels. We're going to turn this down just a bit, and we're going to move the arms up. Now, at this point, we're going to twist this around. So now he is facing out, or the opposite way. Now, we're going to lift this back section here, and we're going to start folding the head in, and we're going to push the windows in. So that way they're all collapsed. At this point, this top portion is going to fold in. And there you go. Now, we're going to go and start moving things together. I'm going to put the arms out like so. Do the same thing here. And this section, this gray piece here, is going to fold out. We're going to untab, fold out, and it's on a rocker hinge here. So we're just going to go ahead and just see here. And we are just going to go ahead and tab that in. Now, this section tabs in on a little pig right here. It's going to go into that slot on the side of the smokestack. Sorry, I had a brain fart, so I completely forgot how that was going to go. Now, we're going to go ahead and just G1 it in a way where we're going to move the arms like so. And now we're going to go ahead and move the arms like that. Now, something I just noticed, but I'm pretty sure you probably caught on, there's this long tab right here. It's going to slot under this section here. So we're going to just lift the arm a bit, and we're just going to go ahead and just snap that in there. And that will be it for that. Now, we are going to go ahead and do the feet. So at this point, we're going to push in, and the front shins here are going to fold in, as you see. And then once they are on the other side of the leg, you just pull them out like so. Like that. And for those that didn't see it the first time, this shin's going to push in. Now once you see this on the opposite end, you just pull up like so, and there you go. Now, before we do anything further, we're going to go ahead and just going to go ahead and try and get this portion out. There we go. Now, once this is out already, there's tab here and here. They're going to go into their respective slots. And I'm going to try and get this in there. Come on. Oh, my glasses keep slipping off. Ready? And there we go. Now, once these are snapped in, just going to take this hitch and put it right there. Now, at that point, all we got to do is just hitch that in. We're going to take the wheels, we're going to move those back forward, and we're just going to go ahead and push that in. Now, one thing I didn't mention, and I'm going to show you now. You got a tab here and here. They're going to go into those slots right there on the side. And dot. And dot. Alrighty. Now I'm just trying to make sure everything stays flush. Now we're going to take these tabs here. There's a tab right there. They're going to go into those slot holes right here. So that's just going to snap in there. That one's going to snap in there. And just making sure everything's all nice and tight. And there we go. very, very nice. Now, one thing that you will probably have to go ahead and make sure is that the tabs stay there so everything stays flush. Now, whoops, sorry. Gonna go ahead and there he is in vehicle mode. And we are gonna go ahead. Now you can pretty much store this right here. You can, because there is clearance in that section there, you can have it pointing in, or you can have it pointing out, like so. Either way. Now I have seen other reviewers take the trailer from the Earthrise, or yeah, the Earthrise Optimus, and put it on there. The one thing though, because of his feet here, it lifts the trailer just a little bit at an angle to where not all the wheels on that trailer are on there. So I'm not gonna do that. And if anyone wants to see that, well, again, there are other reviewers that have done that. But there he is in all his automotive glory, and I have to say, I'm very impressed. Without babbling on like I normally am, what I normally do, give me a moment to go ahead and bring out a couple of figures. We'll do some comparisons. All right, so there are the two primes. We got the Earthrise Prime and we got the Rise of the Beast mainline Prime, and definitely different than night and day, you know. But you know, again, I would have brought out the Studio Series Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beast. However, he is in a storage area that I have, and it's just going to take a lot of moving around for me to just get to him. So I brought out the only figure, the only Prime figure that I had available to me. So, but very, very nice. Posability is, like I said, very nice, very articulated. This Prime, as you can tell, and for anyone that's seen my videos before, I've had toy hacks. But again, this was mentioned. This is something I had mentioned prior. He is lacking in a lot of paint applications, and I'm hoping that perhaps maybe I can go ahead and add some paint on here. I'm not much of a customizer. It's been a long time since I actually customized a figure. The last, other than through using Toy Hacks labels, I mean, but actually customizing a figure, which was, I believe it was Earthrise RC, and luckily I had an extra RC, because the one that I had originally, I wound up just literally cutting off her backpack, and you know, I went ahead and added on some paint, you know, to make the paint apps a little bit more complete all the way around. And then I wound up getting a third-party add-on kit for her shoulder pylons. So that's what I wound up doing. Now in this case, I mean, there's some really good paint apps, but there's a lot of areas that could have done with some really good paint apps, and that's, you know, that's something I really wish that Hasbro could have done. Now again, you know, we will see whether or not the Studio Series version of this figure will be, you know, a little bit better. Now, I haven't been on Hasbro Pulse to check this out yet. I do know it has been released. It's just that it's sold out. By the time I found out about it, I was kind of slow on the uptake. But there he is, you know. But yeah, that is Optimus Prime. So give me a moment to go ahead and put Earthrise Prime back, and I'll be back with my final score and my final thoughts. All right, folks, thank you for your patience. I appreciate you in waiting. Now, I have had this figure for no more than a few hours at the time of this recording, and I have to say I like it. There's some really good articulation, even though I did not put him in a flight stand or even, pose him up all too much. But I do like it. It is a very, very interesting transformation. Like I said before, the joints are really tight, and I do like that. My only complaint, and I know I probably mentioned it earlier, is the lack of paint applications, especially around the waist area. That could have been done a little bit more on there. In vehicle mode, paint applications where it really needed was not put on there. And of course, again, in vehicle mode, I have to ask the question, especially with this particular figure, if you put a hitch on the figure, you already know that some of us are going to take a trailer from another figure to try and put it on there. Or are you planning to make another trailer with a longer post to where you can put into that hitch so it doesn't look like it's being lifted off the ground when all the wheels are supposed to be on there? Again, that's just my 2 cents on there. Speaking of 2 cents, on a scale of 1 through 10, seeing as how I got a score, I'm going to go ahead and give this an 8. It's mostly because of the issues I had mentioned. But again, it's not taking away my enjoyment of this figure. So again, that is my take on the figure. And let me ask you, have you been able to find him out there? Because I know he is out in the wild now. I had a couple of friends from my local Transformers group here in San Antonio post up pictures stating that they found the mainline Rhinox as well as Optimus Prime, at Walmart or Target, whatever the case may be. So, were you able to find him? And if so, do you like him? Do you hate him? Leave me a comment about him in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Now, before I go, I do want to give a special shout out to a friend of mine who happened to have posted this on the Facebook one of the Facebook Transformer pages. And when he put up several different figures and whatnot, stating that these were up for grabs, I contacted him right away about this bad boy here. And asked him for the price. And it was a good price, almost close to retail. And I'm like, sold! And, I had them, it probably got delivered earlier this week as of this recording. I just picked them up today, so here I am reviewing them. So, again, dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And give you a big thumbs up. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace. Peace.